Blue versus red, or maybe neither. Hey, Bill, on Monday you were talking about the recent U.S. presidential results and asked whether a bunch of red people thought Trump had it in the bag and didn't show up, or did a bunch of blue people show up who didn't in 2016. That's not what I said. I was talking about every midterm election. It seems like if we just voted all blue, we run over to all red. And then if we vote over all red, we run over to all blue. And then I was talking about Trump, where how did all of these people that didn't, want him show up, and all the people that wanted him didn't show up the second time? That's what I was saying. So this person said the answer is both. Wait, let me reread what I said. On Monday, you were talking about the recent U.S. presidential results and asked whether a bunch of red people thought Trump had it in the bag and didn't show up. I don't think I said they thought he had it in the bag. Who knows? I can't remember what the fuck I said. Or did a bunch of blue people show up who didn't in 2016? The answer is both. Trump had more than 11 million additional voters in 2020 than in 2016. See tables below. And Biden got more than 15 million additional voters than Hillary did in 2016. So the problem was Hillary, right? The Census Bureau reported that 2020 was the highest voter turnout of the 21st century. And that's because of Trump, dude. I mean, that guy is fucking P.T. Barnum. That guy brings the fucking eyeballs. However, that's not the whole story. Where there was a reduction was in the number of voters choosing a third option. Oh, you're going to do this whole shit? You're going to blame... I still don't think it's bad to vote third party. I want to encourage more fucking people to... I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to stay out of this. There were nearly 5 million fewer voters casting ballots for a third option in 2020 compared to 2016. Yeah, enough people just were like, I don't even give a fuck if we get a warmonger with dementia. Anything but Trump. That's what ended up happening. Donald Trump, man, that fucking, can anybody wear out a welcome like that guy? My God. I don't know if I said, my opinion was, what I thought happened to that guy was, I don't think the people like in corporations and in banks really give a fuck whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. What they want is consistency. Okay? They want to be able to anticipate what this person is going to do so they can protect their money. All right? And when you had a fucking guy like Trump, who no one could predict what the fuck he was going to do, other than he was going to totally surprise you, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like they just got him out of there. That kind of got him out of there. I don't know, dude. I'm fucking cynical, dude. I mean, I literally think the fucking NFL has a side deal with Vegas with these stupid fucking prevent defenses. Anyway, obviously, most people who vote view the third-party vote as a throwaway with no real chance for success. That's not what they're doing. Is they're actually voting for the person that they think is going to be the best, which is what everybody should be doing, instead of being blindly loyal to these two stupid fucking parties. All right? And you would actually get better candidates, and you'd have a third-party fucking option. And stop making everything, it's either this or that, and turn everything into Hatfields and McCoys. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm crazy. Anyway, but what if there was a choice for an actual third option, the null vote? What do you think? It's not a null vote. It's encouraging a third party. You guys are all you're institutionalized. Anyway, what do you think would happen if every ballot had a no option and a candidate couldn't be elected when the null ballots exceeded a third of the cast ballots? I don't know what I would think because I don't understand that question. Let me read this again. Obviously, most people who vote view the third party vote as a throwaway. Well, yeah, they do. with no real chance for success. But what if there was a choice for an actual viable third option? The null vote. You could saying it's a viable third option, but also saying it doesn't count. What do you think would happen if every ballot had a no option and a candidate couldn't be elected when the null ballots exceeded a third of the cast ballots? It would essentially be a referendum on the candidates, sending a message to the parties to go back and find better options. Food for thought. Food for thought, dude. I mean, I don't know how smart you think I am. I don't even get that, but that sounded like you found some sort of solution in there. Oh my God, dude. My fucking head is throbbing here, guys. Let me just blow through these last two. These will be quick answers. But the reading will still be as excruciatingly long. Girlfriend is a dreamer, daydream believer, and a homecoming queen. Isn't it crazy how 2 beetles died before 2 monkeys died? You know, no monkeys had died, right? There was 2 beetles were gone, and everybody in the monkeys was alive. You know, they had a 2-0 lead, and then the monkeys came storming back, and 3 of them died. You know? And now it's 3-2 monkeys. All right? If Mickey Dolenz goes, that's the fucking game. Who would have thought, you know? Who would have thought? Mickey Dolenz, by the way, one of my favorite all-time fucking comedians. I loved him on that show, man. Funny as hell. All right, girlfriend is a dreamer. Hey, Billy Ballgame, huge fan. Can't wait for old dads to come out. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. When that thing comes out, I'm calling in a favor. I need you guys all to fucking see it. Wherever it's gonna be, I need you to go fucking see this thing. And you will not be disappointed. This movie's fucking hilarious, and I need you to fucking go check it out. All right. I'll keep you posted. Anyway, but thank you. Okay, I got one person wants to see it. I was wondering if you still give advice, since I haven't heard much of that on the podcast lately. Anyway, if you do, I wanted to ask about my girlfriend. I'm an engineering student and will likely have a well-paying job in the future. She did not go to college and has recently began going only recreationally to get a literature studies degree. Hey, this chick knows how to live, okay? She told me the other night that she wants to go to graduate school, like Oxford, to study English and just be a student. I didn't shit on her dream, but I was just sitting there thinking, where's this money going to come from? Like, what are you going to do to pay that off? She's a very hard worker and enjoys making her own money, but she also wants to be an actress, which scares me a little because of how risky pursuing that is. It's not as risky as you think, okay? If I can get acting work as a bald ginger, I mean, there's work out there. Anyway, she works as a server and makes about $1,000 a week, which isn't bad. It's unbelievable. She works as a server, she makes $1,000 a week? But shit is expensive here in Long Island. She's making $4,000 a month waiting tables? It says $1,000 a week, I swear to God. Anyway, we have a family. I'd like it if she were also contributing to our income. Oh, if we have a family, I'd like it if she were also contributing to our income. So I wasn't the only one treating our kids to vacation or financing their futures. She was always saying how she is to be rich when she is older. I think you would want to say wants. She's always saying how she wants to be, quote, rich when she is older, but I feel she has her head in the clouds all the time. This bothered me. Should I look for someone else? I love this girl, and she's super down to earth when it comes disagreements and compromising, and I love that she is a nerd like me. However, this has become a recurring worry for me, and I wonder how big a deal it seems from someone more experienced. Sorry for the long email. Thanks, and go make a pie crust. Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. If that's something that's bothering you, see, this is one of the things where it's not fair. It's not advantageous to be a guy in this situation. If it was a woman and she felt those things, all of her girlfriends were like, well, you need to sit down and talk to him about that. He's not going to just be fucking staring at his neighbor while you're out there busting your ass. He's got to fucking bring some income home. But it's also like a dream. So, it's a hard thing. You know what? I would just kind of go into it in a nice way, and I would just ask her, try to see if she has some sort of a plan, how you fit into it, and how it works. And if it seems batshit crazy, it's probably not going to happen, to be honest with you. You really have to have a fucking plan if you're going to make a dream come true. You got to go after it, but you can't just be going after it. You got to have some sort of a plan. It's okay to dive in and figure it out as you go, but you got to be taking in information and applying it. I didn't know shit about stand-up other than that I wanted to do it. So I signed up for a talent contest. I got into it. And then I got into it. I started realizing how the whole thing worked. And then I started thinking about my age and where I wanted to be. And do I need to go to New York? Do I need to go to LA? I checked out both places. New York spoke to me. I went there. I got to New York, and you just kind of do that. If you kind of fucking want to do it, but you got your head in the clouds and shit, I don't know. That's a tough one, dude. But you know something? It's a progressive time, and there's this whole thing now talking about equality, and they earn money too, and some of them are starting to pay alimony because they're making more money than the guy when they get divorced. So I think your generation it's more leveled out. With my generation, it wasn't like that. I was sort of the last generation where it was just you sort of expected to make the fucking money, and pay for the date and all of that shit. So I would sit down, I would talk to her about it, and because it's your, I know it's her dream, but it's also your life, and you don't want to fucking start a family with somebody that's going to be going after this dream, doesn't really have a plan, and you're going to have to fucking support it and move or whatever the hell you're going to have to do. Yeah, I would just in a nice way, just sort of poke around and then see if you feel like you can get into it more deeper or something like that. Or just say, listen, I don't know how to approach this subject, but, I want to support you. But I have a couple of concerns as far as how I fit into it. So if you come at it that way, then it's you're not saying hey, if you fucking think you're going to be out there, memorizing lines while I'm over here fucking digging ditches, you don't do that, because then you just come off like you're not supporting her. So just ask her how she plans on going about it and how you fit into it. And then, with that information, you can then decide if this is a situation you want to be in. I always, I don't know, I can't say this, but I just always wonder when someone's with somebody and they go, I like her and everything, but she's saying that and it's kind of making me feel this. It's if you're really sort of head over heels, you kind of look past shit like that. But if you stay with somebody long enough, maybe you start now. I don't know. Just do whatever the fuck I said 30 seconds ago. Sorry, my head's pounding right now.